All right. Good morning. Good morning. Although I know it's after 12, but for me it's morning. How's everybody doing? So, um, today's stream will be an hour to the dot. I might even bolt 5 minutes early. I got places to go, things to do. There's no game tonight anyway. So I got to get out of the house because Kyle is looking forward to his 24 hours with nobody home. Oh man. So how you doing, Bex? Let me blow the chat up. All right. I'm ready for a nap now. I've been up, woke up early this morning, just can't sleep. Can't sleep. Is what it is. Jari, highlighter man, how you doing, bud? Steven, I didn't look. I actually didn't look, Steven. Thank you for reminding me. Usually I look right before I come on. Let's see what we got. Come on, this should be right here. There should be nothing on my phone. Hey, Kenneth, I appreciate that, bud. Let's see what happened yesterday. Red Wings won. The Lightning won. Yeah. The Senators won. They beat the Capitals in overtime. Oh, the Bruins lost. It's always a good day when the Bruins lose, right? Yeah, Ken, I'm out. I'm out. As soon as this show is over, I do not exist. I'll be back for 1:00 tomorrow though. Just I'll be skating in right on time. Unless I get held hostage or kidnapped, at which point I'll have to call Kyle and tell him what to do. But I should be here. I should be here. Right, Kyle? He ain't paying attention. Kyle, like I said, Kyle's looking more forward to me being gone than anything. Oh, that's right. Metal says the Kings have been shut out 2 games in a row. No team would ever do that, right? No, I was just messing with you, bud. It's okay. Detroit leapfrog Boston and Montreal for year-end projections. It's going to switch every day, isn't it? Isn't it, Steven? It's going to be switching every day. What? Oh, well, come here. Come here. Hold on. Kyle's got news. What is it? Is it any size to it?
Oh, yeah. Well, the Flames ended up with both Morgan Frost and Farabee.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And what did the Flyers send?
I'm not sure.
Don't know.
Well, the Flames got Frost and Farabee from the Flyers. I'm not sure.
That's what I'm saying. What you know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You don't know what went the other way.
Well, I saw the names, but I didn't.
Right.
Memorize them.
Okay. All right, kiddo. All right. Hey, Saul. Yeah, Adam Boquist is on waivers. Yeah.
He is?
Yeah. Adam, not Jesper. You would never waive Jesper. Kuzmensko 2 picks and Peloton. Okay, thank you, Metal. Hey, Chopper. Kenneth says, I watched the Caps Sens. Sens blew a 4-2 lead, overtime goal, 3 guys on 2 on the boards. Puck comes to the only Sens guy not involved had all day to win the game in overtime. Nice. Hey, JC. Hey, Rosado. How you guys doing? So, yeah, Eyes made a really good point because I posted for the members on the community to let you guys know that there's no podcast today. And Eyes had an excellent point. Seeing as how I will not be home, it almost guarantees a Panthers trade tonight. It just about guarantees the Panthers making a move tonight since I won't be home. So, and I won't be in a position to be looking at my phone either. So that would be maybe if a trade goes down, I will make a quick video early in the morning from the bed. That should do some numbers. That'll do some numbers. Oh, you're going to see the War Memorial. Cool, JC. Mel says we really want to win the division. We'd be playing Tampa now and I have no interest in that whatsoever. I know, but it's Tampa or Ottawa, right? I suppose Ottawa being new to the playoffs, I guess that could be a little bit more of an advantage over Tampa. You know, Brady Tkachuk is not quite as ornery as Kucherov. Allmark doesn't have the resume that Vasilevsky does, so I could see where there'd be a small preference there, but that would be a nasty 7-game series. Kenneth says Zito is aware of my absence. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt, man. It used to always happen when I was out riding the mower. You know, over the summer and everything like that. All the stuff used to happen when I was riding the mower. Travers says, I saw Jimmy Vesey says that he's tired of playing in New York. Dude has loads of heart and a cap hit 800,000. Do you think we should make a run at him? I mean, it's not wouldn't be a bad depth piece, right? Wouldn't be a bad depth piece. And with a Waving Boquist, I'm sure we're making room for somebody, unless we're gonna call Bournefoot up, but that wouldn't make any sense. Although you do kind of need a guy up to be 7D in case somebody gets hurt, right? So there must be somebody new coming in, right? So as soon as Boquist clears waivers, which I guess would be today, then once they know that I'm not home and unavailable, the trade should go through. You guys will hear about it. I won't be looking at my phone, and I won't know about it till tomorrow. So that's nice. That's probably the way it's going to go. Rosario says, if I try to contact one of the players on Insta for like an interview, to get a hold of the players, you have to go through Addie. It's a woman named Addie and the Panthers PR department, and they would prefer that I don't exist. So, but that is not just me. There's a reason why you don't generally see players on any of like the fans' YouTube channels. It's because the teams don't really want it. And I guess I could kind of understand it a little bit because, like, let's say they let me interview Rodriguez, right? Let's say the team says, okay, go ahead and Rodriguez. Then everybody and their brother that's got a podcast that's my size or even smaller is going to start pounding on the door wanting players. You know what I mean? It's like, where's that line, right? So I can understand it because I guess, you know, the requests would kind of end up being a big thing, right? Meadow says, breaking news, salary cap projections of 25, 26, and 95.5. Then 104, then 113.5. Woo! Okay. So that's it's 88 now. So that's 25 million in 3 years. Dang. No wonder Swayman thought he was going to get paid. Scroll down to the bottom here. In terms of yeah, Addie, Vincent, it's a girl. I tried. I don't think she really, how can I put this? I don't think the magic gonna work. I don't think the magic. I don't think so. You can read between the lines here. I don't know. I just don't think so. Yeah. So what do I think about Adam Boquist being moved? I was a little surprised. I was a little bit surprised, but they must have liked Bournefoot's game enough to figure he's going to probably be 80, or at least, he'll be on the playoff roster, you would assume, when we add guys. But it's got to mean, that's clearing space if he clears. If he gets picked up. The assumption is he will. So if he gets picked up, that clears a little bit of cap space, and it helps with a small move anyway. Trying to see what you're getting at, Colin. It says 25, 26, 23 million with Bennett and Ekblad, key free agents. Don't leave out Samoskevich. We got it, and I know it's not a big deal. I know it's not a big amount of money, but we got to re-sign Samoskevich. He might get some money because he's an RFA. You see what happened with Spencer Knight. And then the following year, right, Mikula, Bob, Knight, that's the big one, right? That's the when it all goes down or up, right? And then Rodriguez and Luosterainen, who I would be surprised if they're with us past those contracts. No disrespect to either one of those two kids. But it would not shock me to see us move some guys up from the AHL at some point to fill in those two spots. You talking about Katie Rosado when Fluffy was whining? Yeah. Yeah, Trey needs to use the belt on Addie. That's a good point, Kenneth. Yeah. I mean, I will try again. I tried late last year, and then when everything went down with Ellie and Fluffy, I didn't try again. So it can't hurt me to try again. I have a feeling I know what's going to happen, but I mean, because I was listening to Eck, and they wouldn't even give him a press pass. They wouldn't even give him the time of day. It's the NHL has got things a little bit backwards. Somebody asked me, Jari says, what do I think about Ekblad recently? I mean, he is what he is, right? I talked about it a little bit yesterday, I think, on the podcast for the members. Ekblad is in the only spot he could be in. Because the only way Ekblad works is next to Forsling, who has the wheels and the skating ability to make up for what Ekblad lacks. Like, you couldn't put him with anybody else, or his lack of speed would really be a problem. But with Forsling, he covers for him so much that it works. So, but, he came back, the power play started looking like ass again. Not that Schmidt was great, but I wish, there's not a lot of options, right? I wouldn't mind Balinskis running that top power play, but he runs the second one. So I have no idea whether we're going to keep him or not, man. It's such a hard, that is such a hard thing to look at and try to figure out. David says, the sports scene is weird about YouTube. I watched a channel that would upload highlights for every Bucks win with the local radio commentators instead of TV, but the NFL shut them down. See, they just don't. It's a shame because instead of the NFL and the NHL looking at a little bit of ad revenue and crap like that a YouTuber might take, what they miss out on is what is the interest in the game and in the sport that comes from, whatever channel you watch, especially hockey. You get to the end of the week, you don't really know what's going on. You got one place you go, you check up on your team, see what's happening, and it's all good to go. Not going to get that on ESPN and crap like that. Steven says, I grew up and have known reporter Chris most of my life, and I'm jealous that he gets paid to talk hockey constantly. Yeah, it's a good gig, right? Kenneth says salaries go up that much, ticket prices rise, the subscriptions rise, right? No doubt. Although really, honestly, the amount I'm paying, if I bought all the subscription, if I bought them all, if I got Hulu and YouTube TV and ESPN Plus and TNT, and if I got them all, it still doesn't equal what I was paying for DirecTV, but everything was on DirecTV. So it was like the convenience you were paying for, you know? Right, yeah, exactly, David. Yeah. I know it's very frustrating. It'll eventually change, David, but you got to get people that you've got to get younger people in those positions of authority at some point. And I understand the broadcasters' POV because they're paying billions of dollars for the rights or whatever. So I get that a little bit, somewhat, but like a channel like mine, it's just like for me to not be able to use the highlights for my 300 views, it's just stupid. There should be the NFL at least does have the all 22 film, which I've never subscribed to that, but that's why guys can do film breakdowns because you can purchase the subscription where you get the coach's film and you're allowed to use it without copyright. I would kill for the NHL to do something like that. We could break down the game and what happens 10 times better than we do if you could see the whole ice and you have it there recorded. Chopper says Adam Boquist walks so that Fabian Zetterlund could run. iDog says, did the Sabres have anyone they can give us for free that we can turn into a star? It's bound to happen at some point anyway, so they may as well just do it now. Not to mention they got Levi for Reinhardt, who hasn't really panned out, right? Craig said, yeah, it's run by the betting sites. No, that's a good point. Yeah, David, I'd love to do that, man. Oh, I would kill. That would be, can you imagine getting to do that for 82 games? Because how many times you only see what's on TV, right? When you're at the game, you see it, but you only see it once if you see the whole play develop. I would kill for that film. I would pay. No doubt I would pay. But, only football has it. I'm sure NHL could do it. I'm sure they have the film. That would be spectacular, man. Because then you get to see the difference, right? We have the emotional reaction in night when we do the recap. And then the next day I go back and I watch the film and, realize where I was right, where I was wrong, what really happened. Because, that's the only way in hockey you can get an idea of what happened by seeing it on TV, but to really know what happened and how far back the play went, you got to see the whole sheet of ice. So maybe they'll do it, but that's why you see all those football channels with guys breaking down film because you're allowed to purchase it and use it. Vince says, "Who am I going to kill? They still put you behind bars for that? I'll do it. Handsless. I'll do it in my imagination, and it'll still work." Oh, Vincent. So anyway, what do you guys think? 4 points this weekend, huh? Right? We beat a good team. Now we got two teams coming in on 2 days rest. Can we quit pussyfooting around? We got enough tough games coming up, especially after the break and before the break. Let's just get 4 points tonight. So Adonis, I've seen that a little bit. The way that the Dolphins structure that contract is after this upcoming year, they can get out of it relatively easily. So them drafting another quarterback would not shock me in the least at all. It wouldn't shock me at all if Ross told Greer, if you want to keep your job, you're going to draft another quarterback. Wouldn't even surprise me a little bit if that's how things went down. Because the way they structured that contract, they can get out of it okay-ish, right? Jari, yeah, I figure Spencer will play. What do we got? We got the Blackhawks, and then we got the Islanders. Is that the order of things? No, Islanders and Blackhawks, right? Because I think Sunday's game is on ESPN. I think that's the Blackhawks. So, yeah, no, Spencer will get one of those two games, I'm sure, which is good. Just give me 4 points. Rosado wants to know how the dating app is going. I won't be home tonight, Rosado, and that's all I'm saying about anything. Blackhawks tomorrow. Thank you, Jari. David says, I'd say 4 points for Blackhawks. Surprised the hell out of you recently. They beat the Bolts 4-1, but the Bolts are cursed. Constant high danger chances. More than an opponent and can't cash in. Yeah, Tampa, I thought Tampa was going to be, honestly kind of thought Tampa was going to solidify that third spot and just be a thorn in our side. But it's regular season. You know, it's regular season. And everybody's within like 2-3 games of each other. Vincent said the Islanders are on a 6-game win streak, and now they're only 4 points out of the wild card spot. So nobody sucks. So there's like nobody left that sucks. I mean, the worst. Are you saying the worst team in the East is the Sabres? Yeah, that's it. Everybody's within just like, my God. All you gotta do is win a couple of games, right? I mean, the Islanders made the playoffs last year. Anything can happen. I mean, I'm going to tell you, how can I put this? I know the Capitals look good. I know the Hurricanes got Rantanen. And I know the Devils got speed. But to be honest with you, when I see how the other team, the level of competition with the other teams, I kind of think that we should be winning the conference. Like if we play to our capabilities and we have the energy, we should win this conference. I'm not saying by like a long shot, but if we play if we play like we can play in the playoffs, we should win this conference. I mean, truthfully, I know Washington's good, but I don't know, man. Hey, MJ, thank you, buddy. Happy day, buddy. How you doing, bud? 20 months. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, MJ. Wow, man. Time flies. Yeah, Tampa's like a boxer, but still has the robe on. Yeah, pretty much, Kenneth. Yeah. I just feel that game against the Kings, having us show up like ourselves and look like ourselves, kind of gave me some more confidence that they can still show up. So Bob and Net tomorrow. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, because he only got the one game, right? Now, Metal, I agree there. Metal. And I'll tell you why I agree there, Metal. Because if it's a Washington Panthers Eastern Conference Finals and it goes 7 games, guess who's going to game 7? I will swim across that bay if I have to. Okay, Kyle and I we'll just kayak. We got kayaks. I got 4 kayaks. That'll make a decent raft. We will just float right across the bay, right into Washington, go to game 7. Yeah. Chuckin says, did we show up like ourselves, though? Top 6 just had some more juice, but Bob had to keep us in it with some real high danger chances. That's kind of us, though. Right? Kachuckin, I mean, that's kind of us. I mean, look, the bobbery, right? Look at the last 5 minutes against Edmonton. We don't give up a ton of chances, but when we do, it's a good chance. I mean, we showed up like ourselves as much as we have this year. And honestly, as long as the top 6 shows up like themselves, really, plus Lundell, hold on a second. David, yeah, no, we're streaming the Super Bowl. We are. We got our tinfoil hats on. Yep. We're just waiting. We're just waiting to see which call is going to go for Kansas City this year, right? Yeah, if we kayak over there. I ain't kayaking over there. There's bull sharks in that bay. I ain't getting in that water. I'm not stupid. Oh, hell no. Hell no. I mean, the Chesapeake Bay, you're in the ocean. You know what I mean? It's called the bay, but you're in the ocean. And there's sharks in there. There's some good sized sharks in there too. I ain't getting in a kayak in that water. Hell no. Vincent says that was the first game Maurice put on the correct lines. Go figure. Yeah, good point. Do I know who's Kendrick Lamar? No, I don't. I mean, I know the name. I know his name, but I don't know any of his music or anything like that. You think Hill's most overrated? Yeah, overrated with a cup, though, unfortunately. Headline: Maryland man and son kayak to Cup final. Key given to city. Yeah, wouldn't that be? Yeah. It better be. What time of year is that? June? Yeah. It'd be pretty calm. I don't know, man. I don't know about being in a kayak when the water is 75 feet deep and Jaws is in there. I don't know. I don't sound like. Yeah, there's bull sharks, MJ. Yeah. Oh, I didn't get to see the jerseys, Kachuckin. Hold on. Can I rank my favorite Michael Jackson album from best to worst, worst to best? That's the Kyle question. I don't know the MJ albums that good. Let's see. 4 Nations tournament jerseys. Let's see. Because I know they came out. Well, the USA looks like a soccer jersey. The USA looks like a soccer jersey. Hold on. Let me get to the page. I just saw a thumbnail. Hold on. You know me. I like to bitch and complain. Come on. I don't need an article. All right. That's the USA. All right. Team Canada is pretty nice. Team Finland, Suomi. I like that. Ooh, Team Sweden. Jesus, I'm blind. I'm blind from Team Sweden's jersey. Gee, Rosado says the Sweden one is terrible. Yeah, I'm blind from the Sweden one. Oh my God, that's awful. I didn't like the United States one until I saw the Sweden one. Oh, geez. Hey, Margot, man. Yeah, so we agree there, Rosado. The Sweden one is bad. It's on my phone. I don't think anybody can. Hold on. Let me get it on the thing. Hold on. Let me clean my glasses off now. Just bear with me. Give me a second. I got to the point where I can't do half of this stuff without my glasses now. So let me get it. Yeah, Jaws is waiting for me. Yeah, I'll do the story of life. Vincent, I'll get on the kayaks and do the story of life from the kayaks. All right. Let me find this and then I'll share the page. Hold on. Let's see here. Okay, hold on a second. It's been so long since I shared a page. Hold on a second. Here we go. Share screen. Here we go. All right, you guys can see that? Okay. So here is the United States one right there. Meh. It's all right. It's all right. I think they could have. Is the white looks awfully dull. It looks like a college football or a soccer uniform. Not overly excited about that. But then Canada. That's the one I like. Canada's. That's sweet. That's sweet. You got the maple leaf. You got the two bright white stripes. You got around the neck. Does the USA have around the neck? No, you see how the US doesn't even have some bling there. Canada got the good jersey. I like that. That's sweet. And then this is Finland, which I don't even know what word that is, but it's cool. The patch looks nice. See how they got a little bit of accent to the collar there. Not bad. Bottom of the sleeves, a little bit more. I like it. And then there you go. That looks like something a 4-year-old put together. This Team Sweden one looks like it looks like an arts and crafts project from like a preschool. It's awful. Just like it looks like, oh, Swami means Finland. All right, thank you, Chuggin. Thank you, bud. I mean, it looks like a kid cut out some paper mache shit and put it on a jersey. No offense, but that's a horrible jersey compared to the rest of them. So I like this is pretty nice. This is pretty nice. Finland's nice. Canada, far and away the best. That's sweet. Far and away the best. And then, it's okay. It's all right. All right, there we go. Okay, there we go. Hey, MJ, thank you, buddy. Oh, boy, hold on a second. Thank you, MJ. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, bud. Did I miss one beforehand or no? I want to make sure I didn't miss one. I don't think so. Okay. No, it says only one. Okay. Thank you, buddy. I didn't know if I missed something. Headlines part 1. Morgan Frost and Joel Farabee to the Flames. Ovechkin scores goal 876. Marchand might be traded. Max Scherzer signs with the Blue Jays. Justin Tucker accused of assault. And Bill Belichick's son fired. So I had a friend text me about the Justin Tucker thing. All I'm going to say is this. I was a professional massage therapist for 5 years. I've met dozens, if not 100, female massage therapists. I never met a squeamish or legitimate massage therapist that was a female that just put a little towel there over the guy. Generally speaking, if you're going to a spa and you're a female massage therapist massaging a male, there's a very, very tight, appropriate way that you were supposed to have a full sheet on, tuck the sheet, nothing. Because what I can tell you is that even if they put that towel there, they're pretending about being squeamish about what they saw, because when you put the towel there as a female, you're seeing everything anyway, and everybody knows it. So it's impossible with that little towel to not expose yourself, in the sense that if you're getting the massage and she's moving the towel around, she's seeing everything. Now, I don't know what he did, but what I read was the towel kept falling off. And if the towel can fall off, it's not a legitimate massage in the first place. That is not how it's done. That's my soapbox. That's my rant for today. Fed says I've been to a female massage parlor, right? So apparently, Bex, Justin Tucker is Deshaun Watson part 2. Yeah. He's apparently that's what they're trying to portray it, right? So yeah, no, I know all about that, MJ, about the 6 therapists. Well, what they claimed was that after they left, they claimed that after they left the room, that he took care of himself and left it on the towel. That's what I read. But I also read where they said that he exposed himself because he slipped, you know, his pepperoni slipped out of the towel, right? Which, if that's all you've got is a towel there, that woman knows what she's doing. I know these people. I know the difference between a professional massage therapist and someone who's going to skirt the rules and skirt the lines because they don't really care. And I'm telling you, if she's just got some little, like a dish towel, it's that's a money grab. It's an absolutely money grab. I don't know the details of what happened, but when I heard the towel was slipping off, I'm like, no. No. I have never been a professional female massage therapist where it was a towel, because no, it's just not done. MJ says, what I want to know is why it took him that long to come forward. Oh, usually it takes, I don't want to speculate because I don't know. But Jameson, yeah, that's the thing. It's in the draping. You go to a spa, they teach you how to do this. You take the sheet and you tuck it underneath, you go underneath the one leg and back out up the top, and you pull it tight, and nobody is seeing nothing. Nobody is falling out of anything, man or woman. You do the same thing with the woman's breasts. You just tuck it right underneath and you pull it tight. Nothing is happening. When I heard towel, I'm like, nope. No. You get a towel when you go for a Craigslist massage. That's what you get. You go to a Craigslist massage, you get a towel. You get a spa, you're supposed to have a sheet and a blanket. What did JC say? So how many memberships do I need to give out to take that role? Oh, man. Drew says they use a thin linen cloth when you get a massage, but like a sheet, right? So it's supposed to be, pulled tight. It's supposed to be pulled tight, but I don't know. And, when, I don't know what happened with Deshaun, right? I don't know what happened, but sometimes it gets to the point where if it's just like one girl immediately filing a complaint and saying something happened, that's believable, right? But when you start getting to, 4 and 5 and 6 girls, it's like the dude went. Guys can be stupid. I'm not saying it didn't happen completely, but when you start getting to 4, 5, 6 women all saying the same thing, it's like they all just waited to complain, like nobody said anything. It's like, I don't know, man. So it'll be interesting to see how that all turns out. Of course, now he's canceled on Twitter, right? JC wants a sad ending. Kazuma says, I've been to both legit and not so legit parlors. You need to read the room and don't be aggressive. Yeah, it's true. It is true. But even a legitimate massage therapist, even somebody that is doing proper draping and all of that stuff, when they're flipping you, they see everything. That is the massage therapist's little secret. You draped and everything, but when we're moving you around, or you moving around, or you flip the table, you see everything. And so for them to be like, oh my God, he exposed themselves. The dude is naked on your table. Shit's going to happen. You know what I mean? Stuff moves around, especially if you're only using a towel. So, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents about it. What was the other news, MJ? I went off. What was the other news? Which, by the way, I got to leave right at 1 o'clock today because I got to get out of this house. I got places to be, and I ain't coming home either. So what's this about Brad Marchand might be traded? Where did we hear that? What's that? The dog ate my tail. Oh my God. Now that's funny. That's funny. You know. Now I will say this. I will say that there are some female therapists who don't care at all and will use a small towel if it's a sports massage, because for sports massage you gotta stretch and move and everything like that. But then again, if you're doing that kind of work, you're not going to suddenly be like, oh my God, he exposed himself, because he's flopping all over the place anyway. That's the dirty little secret, you know, that nobody wants to talk about, is that we see it all anyway, you know, and people know it. So Solby says some podcast said it would be hilarious if Marchand became a Panther. Marchand and the Chucky Bennett line. Nah, man, I don't want to move Sam Skevich. That would be crazy, though. That would be evil, though. That would be evil. Oh, there's no way we could do Bennett for Marchand. No way. Chucky would revolt. Kazuma says, my rule is always treat the massage therapist with respect, legit or not. They're providing a service. Yeah, exactly. 100%. 100%. Like, I don't know what he did. Who knows? Who knows? The truth is usually somewhere in the middle, right? But all I knew is that if she's using the little towel, she's not offended by seeing his pecker because she's already seen it. You know, I got a date with Ekblad. Jaws' happy ending is done with gold claps. Oh my God. Marchand Kachuk Bennett would be the new year to rat, right? No doubt. iDog says if we trade Mackey for Marchand, we don't have to worry about what line Mackey is on. Oh my God. No, man, that line is set. You hear me, Bill? I know you're watching. Give Bennett what he wants. All right? You can buy him out later. I want Mackey Samoskevich to become a product of learning from Sam Bennett and Matthew Kachuk. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you follow what I'm saying? That kid's speed, if he can pick up their attitude, which he already kind of, you know, is on his way there, you know, let's just keep it together right there. Hey, question. I talked about this on the members pod, and I like Kenneth's question too. Worst place for Marchand to go. But what do you guys think Mackey gets? Because he's an RFA. You know, look at what Zito's done in the past, but then he overpaid Spencer Knight. Do you think Mackey gets overpaid because they're afraid somebody might offer sheet him? JC says, or Josh said, if we get the channel to 10K, he'll do the review in a towel, just a towel on my head. I mean, with the appropriate camera angle, sure. Oh, Saul, that would be actually, I mean, 1.5 is what they gave Lundell and Luosterainen in their second year. I was thinking more like 2.25 or second contract, because just for the salary cap having gone up, 1.5 is what they gave Lundell and Luosterainen after their ELCs. So I would be surprised if they got the same amount, if Mackey got the same amount. I was thinking like maybe 2 times 2, you know, give them a little bump because the salary cap has gone up so much since Lundell's second deal. JC says, don't adjust the camera angle to overcompensate. Well, let's put it this way, JC. I wouldn't have to worry about the channel being at 10,000 subscribers for very long if I put that kind of content out. Oh, yeah, good question, iDog says. What would Jesper get if they keep him? That's a good question because you're not going to pay him more than Mackey, right? That's a good question. Yeah, how do I know Jaws has pants? I do occasionally get up though. And plus Kyle is roaming around the house, right? Vincent says Mackey probably 2 years at 1 to 2. I think it's going to come in more like 2 1/4. I really do. When I look at what they gave Wendell, which was 1.5, and I look at what they gave Spencer Knight, I think it's going to come in more like 2, maybe even 2 1/4. Kachunka says Jesper doesn't get a raise; he gets to keep his job. Interesting. JC. Hey, thank you, MJ. Thank you, bud. Thank you, MJ. Appreciate that, brother. All right. Headlines part 2. The tragic plane crash in D.C. Figure skaters were on that plane. Yeah, Kyle was telling me about that, man. I want to talk about that in a second. Trump says the tariffs on Canada and Mexico will begin Saturday. RFK Jr. and Tulsi Gabbard getting close to getting confirmed. And Chuck Todd leaving NBC News. Chuck Todd has still got a job? That dude still has a job? Yeah, the plane crash. Kyle was telling me about that, man. That's how did they see each other for so long and then not avoid each other? I don't understand how that happened. And especially being that it was a military helicopter, from what Kyle's telling me, right? It's like you would, I mean, do you know how it's the whole sky? It's the whole sky, right? It's the whole sky. Like, do you know how, like, in the whole sky, and you're head to head, you're on the same exact foot, 2 feet, 5, whatever. I mean, it's the whole sky. And if you're in a helicopter, you got clear vision. MJ says Trump is blaming DEI. True says obvious setup. The Blackhawk flew straight at the plane. FAA was overworked according to officials. Chopper, that's got to be CIA. I don't understand. I mean, a Blackhawk helicopter, I'm going to assume, I'm going to go off on a limb and say they've got pretty good mobility capabilities. They pretty much are going to know like what's around them. Greg says helicopter pilot messed up big time 200 feet above where they were supposed to be. Helicopter was told to fly behind plane from tower. What did Rosado say? Follow, right? What did Rosado say? Hold on, Rosado. Got to go all the way up, Rosado. Oh, is today's podcast being recorded from the back? No, there's no podcast today, Rosado, because I'm leaving. I made a community post. There's no podcast today. Oh, hold on a second. Let me get True says I was scared. My mother was working on an AA plane when I got home and turned the TV on to see the news. Immediately I started texting my mom, "Are you okay?" Right? Hey, did you guys hear about the dude that didn't get on the plane because of his big dog? Did you hear that? Apparently, there was one guy that was supposed to get on the plane with them, but his dog was too big for the carrier. So he decided to drive instead. And his dog literally saved his life. Kyle told me that last night. The dog literally saved his life. I mean, what are the freaking, right? I mean, when it's not your turn, man, when it's not your time, it is not your time. You know? I don't know if it was a saint or not. I don't know. Kyle just said the dog was too big, right? I could never do that anyway, man. I could never. It's like one thing trusting my life in the plane, but I could definitely never put my dog in the belly of a plane. There's no way I could put my dog in a cage and put him in the belly of a plane and have him freaked out for all. There's no way I could do it. And no disrespect to anybody that can. I totally get that it's a normal thing, but there's just no way I could do it. No way in hell. Bye, Fluffy. I'll see you on no effing way. Ain't never gonna happen. It just ain't never gonna happen. MJ says that you got to fly to the West Coast in March. You'll be all right, brother. You'll be fine, man. Just stay away from the Black Hawk helicopters. How does that happen? Seriously, how does that happen? I got lotion in my eye. I got lotion in my hand, or not lotion. What the hell? Coconut oil, because I was cooking, and now I got some in my eye. So I'm like this. I mean, Rosado, I get it, miscommunication, but it's just like, what are the freaking odds? You've got the whole sky, and you couldn't have been 210 feet too high or too low, whatever. You couldn't have been 215 feet too high or too low. Has to be right. I mean, I don't know, man. It sucks. It just. Rosado says, yeah, there's like. Yeah, coconut oil. Yeah, except it's in my eye now. It's in my eye. Damn it. Oh yeah, I saw the first Final Destination. Rosado, I seen the first one. Yeah. But the thing is that why would they do that? Like, even if it was a conspiracy or whatever, it's like, why? True says he flew 500 yards straight at the plane. So even if I bought that something was fishy, what I don't understand is why. That was there somebody very important on the plane, like the Titanic, or oops, the Titanic sunk. Just so happens there's all these people on board that I don't know. Chopper says the air traffic controller records show that the UH-60 pretty much veered into the exact path of the airplane. Man. Well, that'd be the next thing that people make good YouTube channels from. Remember when that sub sunk, like, and you people were getting millions of views on their videos about that? Drew says someone on board they had to take out. I mean, that's the only thing that makes any sense to me, right? Yeah, when it imploded, Rosado. Yeah. Where was I on 9/11? I was at home. Yeah, the Titan submersible. I was at home, Rosado. We had just put Kyle down for a nap, and I came back out of the room, and I had my eBay work to do, but I was going to eat a little something, so I was going to flip channels for 10 or 15 minutes while I ate before I started getting my work. And it's like, click, click, wait, what was that? And there was the towers. I remember that. Crazy. Yeah, that submersible. Crazy stuff, man. But yeah, I mean, that's like when Kyle told me the story, it's just like two planes colliding. That's bad enough, but a helicopter should be maneuverable enough to avoid, at the last minute, 30 seconds, right? Like 30 seconds away and you're in a helicopter and you don't know you're fixing to collide with something. I don't like that. Don't smell right. That's tough. Oh, 9/11. Yeah. Chopper says inside job. It's crazy, man. Well, I don't fly American Airlines anyway. I fly Southwest, right? Because if you fly the cheap airlines, there's not likely to be somebody important on board that somebody wants to take out. That's the moral of the story, right? Don't get on boats with rich people. Thank you, MJ. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, MJ. No, not Spirit. I don't have a death wish, Rosado. Southwest. I'm not getting on a Spirit plane. Which past historical event do you wish I could have seen in person? That's a good question. That's a really good question. And that's the one I was getting ready to say, Nick. That's the one I was getting ready to say is the JFK assassination. Yeah. That's the one. MJ says, do not fly Spirit or Frontier. Chopper says, I mean, you could be flying Ryanair where they all employ former Navy pilots who think they're landing on aircraft carriers. Hey, Metal's got the best answer. Luke blowing up the Death Star. That's outstanding. And Trump's first attempt. Yeah. But Luke blowing up the Death Star. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, Reagan getting shot. I remember that. MJ's got Abraham Lincoln. It's all presidents getting shot, right? What else? I have to think about that. I mean, I was there at Hurricane Andrew. That's not as big of a historical event. Katrina might be on that level, but Boston Tea Party. I like that one, iDog. Oh, when OJ was being chased, I watched that live on TV. Yeah. Vincent says he'd rather stay away from historical events. Kenneth says, can you intervene? Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you can intervene. Yeah. Hey, Eyes, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, we had this. Yeah. That's a hell of a 95.5, and then 104, then 113. That's good news, though, right? That's good news. Oh, that's right. Princess Diana. Yeah. Right. What else was there? Michael Jackson is another one. True says the JFK documents say LBJ was the mastermind behind the assassination. Well, that is what the movie alluded to a little bit. You know what I mean? They alluded that way a little bit. Oh, your dad remembers when the Berlin Wall fell and the Soviet Union. Yeah, I watched it on TV. Hey, Ghost there. Yeah, but I gotta go. It's 1:00. I gotta be on the road by 1:30. All right. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for all the super chats. Much, much, much appreciated. If a trade drops and I'm not there, smile, because there's a good reason I'm not there. Smile, because there's a good reason I'm not there. I won't be paying attention to my phone. Won't be paying attention to nothing. Oh, I wouldn't exactly put it nothing. I'm going to go. I will be back for 1:00 tomorrow. Don't worry about that. Thank you, MJ. Thank you all. Appreciate all the support. Mañana.